What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Diamond Talk. My name's George Ryder. To the right of me is Jeremy, my co-host. Monday morning, 10:30 in the morning. Phils are on an 8-game win streak. Phils lead the division by 2 games. Everything's looking good. Everything's always sunny in Philadelphia. Jeremy, how you feeling?
Oh man, I am feeling fantastic on this Monday morning. Yesterday had a very busy day, watching baseball, hanging out with family, and everything going on, and it was just very phenomenal to see Zach Wheeler pitch yesterday, and just seeing a couple guys hit some solo shots, and that's all we really needed in yesterday's game, bringing us again, like you said, to an 8-game win streak, leading this division in August. Can't tell you the last time that happened. I really can't. The only time I remember we were decent in August recently was Gabe Kapler had a little bit of a win streak in August a couple years back, and then we still choked and didn't even, whatever. But we're leading the division in August in this baseball season, and it is awesome to say, awesome to hear. About a month and a half left of baseball, and I'm just hoping we can hold on to it. Zach Wheeler was completely dominant yesterday. What was it, a 2-hitter, right?
Yep.
Yeah, his first batter of the game got a hit. It was a double down the right field line, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, completely dominant until the 9th inning. Did not allow one more hit until the 9th inning to the same guy, Brandon Nimmo, only a base hit, and had, I think it was 11 strikeouts.
Yep.
Complete dominance from Zach Wheeler. Yeah, it was one walk.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like on Roy Halladay Day, Zach Wheeler goes out there, does his best impression of him. 11 strikeouts, 1 walk, complete game shutout. He lets up a double to start the game. He then proceeds to retire 22 straight batters. 22 straight batters. Utter dominance from Zach Wheeler, just the complete game. I think he was at like 93 pitches or something going into the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
No brainer to put him back in there, especially on dock day. Like, he just goes out there and he dominates. And Joe Girardi even said after, he's like, it felt like Roy's hand was on Zach today. Like, it was an all-around special Sunday with Doc, with the sweep, with the win streak, with the division lead. Everything just worked out. Like, in every single aspect of the game, the Phillies took over. And if it wasn't for Zach Wheeler, who knows how that game would have ended. But damn, dude, 3-0 win. Zach Wheeler just doing his best impression of a Cy Young Award winner. Like, this after yesterday's start, he took over, at least odds wise, for Vegas to be the Cy Young winner, the Cy Young favorite, which is crazy to think about. After
so crazy,
DeGrom leading for MVP at a certain point of the year, and now Zach Wheeler is going to take Cy Young from him. Like, if this guy keeps it up, if he keeps it up and he ends up winning Cy Young, that would be incredible for this organization. Who would have ever thought? Who would have thought?
Yeah, if Zach Wheeler wins Cy Young, I'm pretty sure that means the Phillies are going to win the NL East because I think he's going to be a huge factor in it. So if he keeps on going, they're probably going to win the NL East, and of course that's what everyone wants. I just bought a shirt. On the back of it says, it's Bryce Harper's face, says "Hunt for Red October." I need that Red October so bad. I need to see it. When they were showing all the clips of Roy Halladay yesterday, I didn't go to the game, but I saw it all over Twitter. Everything they put on at the game, they usually post on Twitter. And the crowd, how everything was going on, everyone was waving their flags. Or the towels. I need to see that. Just seeing how full the crowd was back in 2010, we're pretty much there right now. This weekend, the crowd was that full again, and we haven't experienced that since Roy Halladay days. Not since 2011, seeing that crowd, and it's been like that for a few games now. And, all the different fans are coming together, ones that have been with us forever, the guys that haven't watched the game since Chase Utley was on the team, all the new bandwagons, it doesn't matter, dude. It's just the fans are electric, and Zach Wheeler put on a damn good show for everyone to see. And I just hope they keep it up. They got a tough series coming up against the Dodgers, but we're on an 8-game win streak. We have so much momentum. It's really important. I know that the Nationals and the Mets are not the best of teams. The Mets obviously are diminishing right now. They're probably going to keep on falling down in the division. The Nationals sold off their whole team. Yeah, I know. We can't get too excited about sweeping them 2 teams and taking one from the Pirates. Yeah, they're not very good teams, but they are divisional opponents. And regardless, they're still a baseball team. The fact they didn't take one from us, it really shows something to me. We're coming back. What I kind of noticed about this team is before a couple years ago, if we're down 5-3 in the ninth, I'm like, okay, this is already a loss. Like, I'm not feeling confident at all. Or if we're down 5-0 in the seventh, I'm like, there's no way we can get 6 runs in the next 3 innings. Like, there's no way. Right now with this team, I'm confident that something can or will happen. That's the difference between these two teams. Between when Bryce Harper first came and Bryce Harper's team now. The team, we always have a chance. I legit think that we can. I don't think we will beat every team, but I think that we have a chance against every team because we just have that type of fighting spirit right now that if we're down late, this team hits late. They hit early, they hit late, they can just hit, man. And the pitching is only getting better.
That's it. Like this team, they fight to win games. They don't roll over and die. This is not the Phillies that we're used to. Like if we're down by 2-3 runs, 7, 8, 9 inning, we have guys that can ride off big hits. And it's not like these guys are going up there and hitting home runs to get us back into the game. It's JT hitting a double. It's Bryce walking, and then it's Reese hitting a double. It's Gene getting on base. It's Gene ripping a double, ripping a single. Like this team just consistently from 1 to 8 is gonna give you opportunities to win a ball game, and that's huge for a team that's trying to win a division and is so close to doing it right now. And like one more thing about Zach Wheeler, I know like obviously it was different ownership when he was on the Mets and all, but dude. What a like a fuck you performance by Zach. Like, he looked at his former team. He said 11 strikeouts, shutout, 9 innings, complete game, and guess what? I'm the Cy Young favorite. Like F off. Like like 5 for 118. You didn't want to sign me. There you go. I'll do it in the division. I love it. I love it so much. But you're right. We're never out of a game. We are never out of a game anymore, and that's the biggest thing about this team. They're going to hit. They're going to give you hits that are going to be meaningful, especially late in the game. We're not used to that. Like this Phillies team, you want to say the beginning of the year, you want to say last year, the year before, like they weren't a team that's going to rattle off runs when you're down late in the game that you're going to win. Like the Phillies we know don't win games like that. And the Phillies we know now just played 7 straight division games, and they won 7 straight division games. No matter who you're playing, the lowly Nationals, the dog shit Mets. Yep. If you're winning 7 straight division games, it's important and it means something. Yeah,
and them 7 straight games of interdivision play got us to be winning the NL East. And you know, I have some confidence. You know, we're coming off a couple series where yes, they're not the best of teams. Yes, they're in division, but being 100% honest, yes, they aren't very good teams. And we are flipping the switch totally. Coming in tomorrow, we have the LA Dodgers coming into town, and LA Dodgers are a very good baseball team. I'm not sure if we'll be facing our former division mate in Max Scherzer coming up. I know we have. Is Scherzer pitching tomorrow?
Mad Max versus Nola.
Oh man! So we're gonna face Scherzer. That's a very familiar face for this team. Trey Turner's over there now. God, just the Dodgers are a stacked team. It's not going to be anything easy. Don't expect it to be anything like these past 8 games have been. You're not going to see a 15-3 win like we did over the Pirates. You're not going to see us demolish the Nationals and the Mets. It's just not really going to happen, and that's not because we are an awful team. It's just the Dodgers are a really good damn team. So tomorrow's going to be a tough one. You said we have David Price game 2, right?
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident with that because Gibson's on the mound then as well. Yep. Which, by the way, something that's really important. So today we have an off day. That is extremely important for our rotation right now because right now we would have had to throw Nola today, and then we would have had Gibson, and then probably someone like Vince Velasquez or Matt Moore. You know, right now we're sticking with a 4-man rotation. That's what reports are coming out. So it's Nola, Wheeler, Gibson, and Ranger Suarez is still going to be the opener, and that 5th would be a bullpen game. But the off day gives us a chance to skip that 5th spot, and now we can already restart the rotation. We can get 4 games straight of, you know, our good pitchers, and then also Ranger Suarez opener, which yes, we already have our thoughts on that. So that is also very important. We're using our best pitchers right now against the Dodgers, taking out Zach Wheeler, but we needed him on Sunday. We needed to hold that division over. So it's going to be a very interesting series. It's really going to show where we really fit in the playoff run. You know, like we know that we deserve to be in the playoffs, but do we can we really get deep into it? Because if we go anywhere deeper than leading the division, if we win the NLDS, this is the team we're facing. This could be an NLCS matchup. It really could be, and that's so crazy to say about the Phillies in 2021.
No, it's ridiculous to think that like if we do play the Brewers in the NLDS, like guess what? We have a chance. Like we have a chance to move on, and guess what? We have a chance to play the Giants, the Padres, the Dodgers, all those teams that would probably kick our ass. But right now, guess what? If we're in the NLCS, I'll take it.
Yeah,
right. Eight straight wins. But I'm just speaking facts here, okay? I'm just saying facts here, right?
I'm listening.
The Dodgers are coming into the hottest ballpark in baseball. The Dodgers are coming in to the hottest team in baseball's home ballpark. All right, we're the hottest team in baseball, best offense since July 1st. I think they should be scared. I think Max Scherzer should be a little scared. I think this team has put a little bit of fear into people, even when we're not fully healthy. I mean, no Kutch, no Didi. Like this team just, it's next man up. It's Luke Williams going out there and ripping a single yesterday, and when he's replaced 10 minutes, Odubel's replaced 10 minutes for the game, and then Luke Williams comes in, he rips a single, he does his job. Like, it's next man up right now. It really is. And seeing that for a team that was very, very frustrating to watch this season, who has now finally found their stride, it's good to see. And then also one more thing, through 112 games, right? The 1980 Phillies, 2017 Phillies, and the 2021 Phillies were all 59 and 53. Did
you say the 2017?
2007.
I think these are 2017. I was like, wow. Okay, though. That's I know, because that type of stuff. I know that type of stuff. I have realized throughout the year too, like different times that has happened. But hey, I'll take that too. Especially if the 1980s team did it.
Yep.
Hey, we know how that ended. So yes, it's something that we'll have to continue to see. Looking into more of like the playoff series, actually, like just kind of like quickly going over this because it is a good bit away. But if we were, most likely we will be facing the Brewers if we win the division and they do. We'll be facing the Milwaukee Brewers. I agree with you. I do think we have a chance to actually beat that team. That team has looked really good. They've looked really good because of pitching. And right now in the NLDS, that's only a 5-game series. It's not 7, so we're not going to have to tire out our guys too much. I'm pretty confident we have a shot because right now they have guys like Freddie Peralta, Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, and their pitchers have been really well. The hitters have not been insanely good. And again, like the NL East, the NL Central is not very special. It is not a good division. You have the Pirates and the Cubs. They're two of some of the worst teams in the league. The Cardinals are slowing down, and I'm not even really sure why right now because the Cardinals should be much better. And why can't I think of the other team?
Cubs?
No, I said Cubs. Pirates, Cubs, Brewers, Cardinals, Reds. Reds are
hot.
Reds are actually hot. Yeah. So, but again, the Brewers, I'm only really worried about their pitching. I am confident that Zach Wheeler can dominate that Brewers lineup. I am confident that Aaron Nola can dominate that lineup. I'm confident that Kyle Gibson probably not dominate, but that guy's going to give us a decent outing. As long as he does Kyle Gibson things, he's going to let up a couple runs. He's going to pitch 6 innings. That's all we need. Because again, this team, I know that the Brewers have good pitching. The Phillies are really good at hitting, and they're finally all getting hot at the same time. They're finding their stride. I'm guessing this is going to go on until the end of the season and go into the playoffs. I'm confident we can beat the Brewers. Do you think that – I know obviously there's a shot and everything. There's a chance that anything can happen, but do you think we have a real chance? Like you would not be totally surprised if the Phillies came out and beat the Brewers in a 5-game series?
I do. Yeah. I mean, you hit it on the nose. Like their top 3 in their rotation is absolutely ridiculous. It's so good. You have a guy that is right next to Zach Wheeler in the Cy Young race. So that speaks volume because if we don't have Zach Wheeler, guess what? We're in a lot different position. They have a guy just like that, and they have 2 more right behind them that are better than our 2 right behind us. So that's awesome for the Brewers. Guess what? Our lineup breaks. So you have to give us a shot. You have to give us at least a chance in that series. I don't think we would be huge underdogs in that series. I feel like this Phillies team, if they're playing like this the rest of the season and they end up playing the Brewers, our offense is a lot better than Brewers, and it's just a fact. Our offense overall, numbers wise, eye test wise, everything, we have a better offense than the Brewers. We have more star powered guys, I would say.
Yeah.
I know they have Christian Yelich, and that's awesome. They don't have Bryce Harper's. They don't have guys like having the best catcher in baseball. They don't have a leadoff hitter like Gene. Like nobody does. So you got to give us a shot. If Boehm's hitting the same way he's hitting the ball really hard.
Yeah.
Guess what? One bad game from a Brewer starter, and it could all go down, and it could be the Phils. I mean, we saw in the playoffs before one bad game from a Brewer starter. I mean, CC was supposed to kill us, and he got rocked, and we won that series. So give us a shot, because I really do think we can beat the Brewers, which is crazy to say because the Phillies in the NLCS in 2021.
Oh,
dude, come on.
I need it. I need it. And I think all Philadelphia fans do need it. But digging more into the Dodgers series, because we have a lot of injuries on the plate right now. And it's kind of worrying me. Again, it's not our most important players, but there is one that is really worrying me, and he is kind of our star player. Even though I've shown a lot of hate for this guy, Still love the guy. I'm not saying he's a bad player at all. We kind of went over it on our last show with John Jansen from The Gambler. Rhys Hoskins, he's not on the IL. He's just sitting out a lot of games. He's available for pinch hits. They're really trying to avoid him from the IL. I'm not really totally sure what's going on. I'm not sure what reports are really coming out, but he's been sitting out the past couple games. And Brad Miller's been filling in well, so I'm not totally upset about it. But Rhys Hoskins is injured right now. Andrew McCutchen is injured right now. Dubler showed another injury. So that means Janikowski and Luke Williams are probably going to be in the outfield a lot until one of them come back. Not really sure how serious Duble's is, but it's whatever. It happens. And so a lot of injuries are happening, but a lot of guys seem to be coming back soon. Someone that is really exciting me that is on a rehab assignment right now is Seranthony Dominguez. This guy is down there. He's pitched he's pitched 2 games now, 1 inning in each game. He did not allow a hit in either one of the games, so he's pitched 2 innings, 0 hits, 0 walks, 4 strikeouts. I'll take that. And how important that Seranthony would be in this bullpen later on in the year. No one has seen him in like 2 years. This guy can come in. They're going to look up film from 2 years ago. He's different now. We'll see how it goes, man. I think it's going to look really well.
Do you know how, dude, like, I don't know. So, like, I know obviously you were watching games back then. They're watching Seranthony Dominguez pitch was awesome.
Yeah. Like, it was the one bright spot.
The huge bright spot. Every single one of his pitches were moving. He had velo. He had control. And Seranthony Dominguez was the guy. Everyone loves Seranthony Dominguez. Mm-hmm. If he could somehow come into the season and be healthy to end the year and maybe give us like complete innings, like a complete inning of service and not just be absolutely terrible. Like, yeah, dude, Seranthony Dominguez adding to this bullpen would be huge for the team. I don't know how, like, he hasn't pitched in 2 years?
He hasn't been in the majors in 2 years. Yeah, but he has had 2 rehab assignment games down in Double A.
Double A. All right, so like he is slowly moving up. You never know if they could somehow add him here, that would be incredible, because Seranthony Dominguez was awesome, and we all know that fastball, that velo was crazy. Yeah. Did they say anything about how fast he was throwing or anything?
So his velo right now is up to 95, but they're assuming that they're hoping and thinking that it will get moved up the more he goes. Yeah. But consistently, he's hitting 94, 95 right now.
All right, that makes sense. And
what he was hitting tops around 97. He wasn't anyone that's going to throw over 100 miles an hour, but you got a guy that's going to throw 95 to 97. He has a dirty slider and a dirty changeup to go along with that. That means an amazing 3-pitch mix. It's all you really need out of the guy.
Yeah, that's the thing, because that slider was moving. So even if he is throwing 95 velo, whatever, that's fine. Like, I'll take it from Seranthony, especially with this bullpen. Like, we could easily love to add another guy in there, especially Seranthony.
Yeah, and they are expecting him to be back in during this season within the next month. He should be coming back, and
Which is pretty crazy to think about because that man has been like dead the past
yeah,
2 years.
yeah, injuries on injuries just piling up for him. So I mean, but hey, we're not expecting him to do a full season.
Yeah.
Just about a half a month of regular season ball, and then some playoffs. Do your thing, sir, Anthony. Do your damn thing.
Like, please. All right, so I guess opinion question. Zach Wheeler, is he your Cy Young favorite?
Right now, yes, and I don't think it's very much a question. I'm trying to view this as a non-biased standpoint. Because that's kind of what I like to do with all different sports. I like to stay out of the Philadelphia realm. You got to try and print it from the outside. When you look at the numbers, again, numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie, and Zach Wheeler is putting up some really damn good numbers. I think if DeGrom was here, I was someone that always said DeGrom. I thought DeGrom was winning an MVP this year. I didn't think there was a batter that really deserved MVP over Jacob DeGrom, and I would still stand by that point. If he was still pitching till today, I still think DeGrom would be the MVP. That's different now because he's been injured for too long, and that's kind of just out of the case for him. And same thing for Cy Young. It's too late. He's been out too long. And if Zach Wheeler was out for a month of baseball, he can't win it either. But the thing is, he has pitched every game. He's been there every time. He's pitching shutouts. He has one of the lower ERAs in the league. I'm pretty sure, is he leading the league in strikeouts?
He's
close to, if not.
He's leading the league in strikeouts, and he's also leading the league in innings pitched.
That's ridiculous. That just shows consistency. I know he has one of the lower ERAs, which that's one of the main
2.42 ERA. Yep.
2.42 ERA. Like that's one of the main points that you're going to go to towards pitching. At least in my eyes, I don't really care about the win-loss record. Honestly, I couldn't tell you one of the Phillies win-loss record for starting pitchers.
Does not matter. Does not matter.
I have no idea what it is because, yeah, like you said, it does not matter. You got a good ERA, you got a good whip, you're getting a lot of strikeouts, you're getting through innings pitched. You're doing all that you can because this is a single award. This Cy Young isn't a team effort. Like, no, you can't have other guys helping you, having good defense and stuff. But Zach Wheeler's been dominant. He hasn't needed that. He hasn't needed a bunch of diving catches. He hasn't needed some crazy ground ball plays. No. The guy's having a phenomenal year, and in my eyes, I don't think it's extremely close right now. Zach Wheeler's Cy Young in the NL. I think
if you want to argue Woodruff, you can. But after yesterday's performance, dude, like Zach Wheeler clearly took over. And at 2.42 ERA, he leads the league in complete games. He leads the league in shutouts. He leads the league in innings pitched. He leads the league in strikeouts. And he's doing all this while having a 2.42 ERA and being the easy number one pitcher on his team. And I think he's been easily the best pitcher in the National League and top 5 in the majors because that's just how dominant he's been. Which right now, Zach Wheeler is performing like a Cy Young Award winner. Like and if this team wins the division and he does this for his next 5-6 starts, what he has left.
Yeah.
Give him it because it's clear and it's going to make a lot of Mets fans sick. So that's the best part.
Definitely. And what was I going to say? It slipped from my mind.
How shitty the Mets are. You want to talk about that a little bit more? Because the Mets suck. The Mets are terrible.
You know what? You know what kind of got me going? A decent comparison. Rhys Hoskins and Pete Alonso. Do you know the streak that Pete Alonso's on a great streak for everyone that wants to know right now? His hitting streak is insane. Do you know what it is right now?
Say it.
He has gone, so he started at 19 before the game. So he's 23 at-bats straight without a hit, 22 maybe?
Woo! The way he was he was swinging at a lot of fastballs, a lot of swing and misses. It was bad.
That's also how he ended the game too, was on a high fastball.
Yep.
Zach Wheeler threw it straight by him at 90. I think it was like 99 miles an hour still.
It was the same strategy every time. They're throwing him high fastballs. He just kept swinging. Swinging.
Yeah, the Mets are not a very good baseball team. Javi Baez. I mean, I've actually been one of the bigger Javi Baez fans, but I don't think he's an extremely good baseball player anymore. The guy swings and misses too much. I don't think that was a great addition. Lindor has not been playing well. Yes, he's injured right now, but how much better is he really going to play once he comes back in or whenever he comes back in?
I think Javi got hurt.
Did he? Did I miss that?
It was fast. He swung at a pitch. He grounded it to Gene, Javi didn't move. He was feeling his hip. He didn't leave the batter's box. He walked right to the dugout and never came back.
I didn't even see that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's another bad thing
for them.
For them, not for us.
Yeah.
If we traded for Javi Baez and
that
we're
would
in
have
third
looked
place, and if we were in third place, then yeah, we'd be in trouble. But we're on an 8-game win streak and we're in first place. So no complaints here in Philly. No complaints.
Right now at this point, are you now more worried about the Braves?
Easily. Yeah. And I don't even think the Braves are that good. Like I think the Mets are just a bad team. The Braves, I think we're better than the Braves. I think we're better than the Mets. But if there's one team I have to worry about more, it's Atlanta. Just because if anyone has a chance, it's that team to like scrape up some wins and make it a dogfight.
Yeah, because they just they're not at the same extent, but they're like the Phillies too. They don't go down without a fight. Nope. They really don't. Even though Acuna gets injured, who's Mike Soroka is out for the year. I think he's getting Tommy John or something like that. You got guys like Freddie Freeman's there still. They traded for Adam Duvall. He's a good ball player. They traded for Jock Peterson, another good ball player. They made minor moves that can make them a good team and can contend. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're the one that they are knocking on the door. I wouldn't even say that they will be. They're knocking on the door, and they really do have a shot to do this. Just the Phillies have to keep it up. Again, it's not going to be very easy facing the Dodgers. But after that, we have the Reds, and then we have the Diamondbacks, and then we have a 2-game series with the Rays. Then we have the Diamondbacks again.
Yep.
And I think the second one is a 4-game series. We have 7 games against the Diamondbacks in August. That should be 7 wins. It probably being Philadelphia fans, we know that it won't be because we can't beat the shitty teams for some reason. So we'll probably only get like 5 out of the 7, which is it's still good, but them teams are yes, the Rays and the Dodgers worried about. The Reds are on a hot streak, but again, I think Phillies and Reds are very similar teams. They're both just teams that like to hit a lot, and they have some decent starters on there too. So I really think that we can really rile up some wins. I think at the end of August, I think we'll still be leading the division. I don't think we're going to lose our spot for the rest of the year. I really don't.
Ooh, nice.
That's my take.
I mean, that's like one of the factors where having the easiest schedule in baseball comes in because you get to play the Dodgers. You get to play the Diamondbacks 7 times. Like,
yep.
I know we tend to underperform against bad teams because that's just our MO. But when you have a chance to play the Diamondbacks 7 times, like, yeah, take advantage of stuff like that. If you could somehow, some way take 2 or 3 from the Dodgers this upcoming series, wow, like that would be huge. I know we got a lot of questionable pitching matchups, I guess, with Knowles, who Knowles hasn't been great, and he's playing Max. Max dominated in LA his first start, so we'll see what happens. But the team's hot, and there's nothing. Can't really complain right now because it really is next man up mentality. Like every single guy is performing. No matter like late scratch or coming in for an injury. Brad Miller just absolutely destroying the cover off the ball anything he gets, and that's amazing to see. So this team's hot, and the teams under us are not hot at all. Like the Mets have been one of the worst teams in baseball that we've seen the last few weeks. The Braves are choking to the Nationals. Then they're not looking great. Like we beat the shit out of the Nationals when we played them last time. 4-game series. We swept them. It was easy. Braves have a more tough time. So right now we're the best team in the division, and we just have to keep playing like this. If everything keeps going the way it is, if we don't have any hiccups, which over 50 games left, we're going to see some stuff that's going to make us mad and upset. This division's only 2 games in front of us. We got a 2-game lead. It's nothing crazy. So you just got to keep doing what you got to keep doing. I mean, hopefully talent does it for us because I really do think we're better than the Mets and the Braves.
No, yeah, I would totally agree. And honestly, the only time I could really see us losing this division for a little bit, I do think even if we do lose it, it would be this week. I think that there's always a chance. I don't want to say it, but there is always the chance that the Dodgers are just going to completely dominate us. And
I would not be shocked if we got swept. I'm just being mean.
I'd be very upset, but again, yes, I wouldn't be surprised because we aren't the best team in the league. But yeah, I do think we should be able to take at least one. But yes, if we got swept, honestly, I really would not be surprised, and it would kind of suck. But
Yeah.
if we get swept and the Braves just have a good series, I don't know off the top of my head who the Braves are facing this series over the next 4 days. But the Dodgers are a very good baseball team, and they can easily take some from us. No matter who the Mets face, I don't care if they're facing the Pirates. I don't have confidence that they'll do anything special.
Oh yeah, no, I got some news for you.
Let me hear it.
All right, so the Mets are playing the Nats. That's nothing. Whatever.
I don't care about that. They're gonna split, or it doesn't even matter.
Our boys in Atlanta.
Here we go.
They got the Reds coming.
See, yeah, I'm confident.
They got the Reds
I'm confident.
coming to town.
I'm confident the Braves aren't going to take more than one as well. And again, I would not be surprised if they get swept by the Reds, because the Reds are a hot baseball team. So I think we're kind of going to stay exactly where we are. I don't think that after this series we're going to have a sizable lead. You know, if we were facing the Diamondbacks right now while they face the Reds, oh man, we could honestly get a 5 games ahead of everyone. But it's probably not going to happen this week. Don't get your hopes up. I think everyone's kind of viewing it as that way too. No one is getting their hopes too high up.
No.
Except for the fans that are, just always in a good mood. It's like the Phillies are the best team, and then like they're going to get mad whenever we lose. But besides that, these real fans are just, they're realizing what's going to happen. We might not have the best series, but we also wouldn't be surprised if something good does happen. So we'll see. We'll have a show on Thursday. Honestly, there's a Thursday game that's going to finish out the Dodgers-Phillies series. That game's at 1, so maybe we'll do like a post-game show instead of being on at 3:30, so we can finish the game, have our reactions. We'll start it directly after, and everyone come tune in to that, because we'll see how everything goes. We can go over everything. Hopefully try and get some sort of special guest on there for everyone, because that'd be really cool. Even if it's someone from DSM with us, we have a lot of baseball guys there too. So we will have really good reactions this Thursday, and I'm hoping that we can end off pretty well on this Dodgers series.
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, dude, Dodgers coming to town, especially on an 8-game win streak. Like that's the craziest part. Like
that's the most important part.
Yeah, that's like the Dodgers coming to town. They're literally coming in for the hottest team in baseball, which is crazy to say. Phillies are the hottest team in baseball. It's that sweep.
It's a fact.
That sweep was like euphoric. After that was over, you saw the dock ceremony. I was driving home, right? I was listening on the radio. It all sounded so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I get home, or I'm listening on the radio. I hear that ball is just destroyed. Bang, Gene. Bang, JT. The game starts off, and he's like, Zach Wheeler paints 199 in the outside corner, and I was like, we're not losing this game.
Nope.
There's no way we're losing this game. Like this team's so hot. This is the most fun I've had watching the Phillies in a long, long, long time.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually gonna pull something up on our last show. I think people were a little bit surprised when I said I even got some surprise from you when I said I think the Phillies are about to sweep the Mets, and you were like, I don't know. I think you were like, I think they're gonna win too, but I don't think it's gonna be a sweep. And when I talked to a lot of people that listen in, and I talked to them, and they're like, dude, I don't know about a sweep, man. Look, they did the sweep. I have it on record, so I'm gonna pull up a clip. I'm gonna start posting that on social medias because I called it. Oh man, so hey, Phillies baseball is exciting. You need to everyone just keep on watching this, keep on showing support for this team. Bryce Harper came out for another interview again, and they just said it's the reason why I came to Philly is these fans. So any other player that's even looking to come to Phillies fans, they're all sports teams in Philadelphia, they have a different type of fans, but in general, they're pretty damn similar because they all root for the same team. But yeah, anyone that's looking to come here, Damian Lillard, listen to what Bryce Harper says. Listen to what Bryce Harper says. He loves the fans. They ride for you. If you do something bad, they're going to let you know about it. And that's really how it should be. But when you're doing good and you're showing love, or you at least show that you're trying, you're putting in your 100% effort, they're going to ride for you till the day you die. Bryce Harper does not get a lot of hate from Philadelphia fans. They love Bryce Harper. Everyone loves Bryce Harper. Everyone loves Joel Embiid. Just how it's going to be. Everyone did love Carson Wentz until he had his issues where he kind of just felt like he was just kind of better than everyone. And he kind of had that mentality. Just people turned on him a little bit. But everyone was loving Carson Wentz. There wasn't Carson Wentz haters before last year. It wasn't happening. So anyone else that would come here, that just shows how good these fans are. And the more you show support, the better the players will be. The louder you get, the better they play.
Dude, Kyle Gibson, Ian Kennedy are the luckiest guys on earth. They come into Philly, and off the bat they get the best crowd that we've seen all season. Like that, we get a crowd that looked like opening day. That's what they get. Kyle Gibson's like, damn, this is sick. This is awesome. like this is the crowd that everyone knows and loves. We're playing meaningful baseball in August right now, and that's what it looks like during a Mets series. I can't even imagine September when this starts actually pushing, because we're getting there. We're getting very, very close to the end. And if we're in a dogfight still for this division title, guess what? We're gonna get sold out crowds every freaking weekend. And hopefully during the week we're gonna get even more and more. They had 37,000 yesterday. I think it's the most all season.
Yeah, it has to be, because I mean the max capacity I think is 41,000, right?
Yeah, and you're going around the stadium looking at all Mets fans looking sad and gloomy. Dude, I hate them. That series was awesome. That was so awesome. Going around and just looking at all the Mets fans on the camera, and they're like sleeping. They got their head down. They're sad. Get the hell out of my ballpark. Get out of my ballpark. Go third place. Go home. It's over.
Yep.
Stop.
Dude, and actually, I want to ask you this real quick. So yesterday when I was watching the game, I heard a stat. So I'm not sure if you heard it, so you might know the answer to this already. Kyle Gibson is the first pitcher. Well, he's not the first pitcher, but the last guy that's done this. I want you to see if you know the guy
in a Phillies uniform.
Yeah, the Phillies uniform who got traded to the Phillies in the middle of the season and got 2 wins to start off their career for the Phillies. Do you know who the last person to do that was?
Was it Halladay?
Close. It's 2009. Yeah, 2009 we traded for Cliff Lee. He came in. Now, he didn't only get 2 wins in a row. He got 5. So let's hope Kyle Gibson can do that. It's good to see. And hey, Ian Kennedy got that save, and that was electric. I don't know why, but that's just, when I see that, I saw the lights like dim a little bit and everything. Like, it was just electric, man. Like, that's what we'd love to see. And honestly, Kyle Gibson was the pitcher that got the win to start off this win streak. It was that game against the Pirates where we won like 15-2, 15-3, regardless of what it was.
Because Ian Kennedy left.
He left. Oh my God. Yes, I did forget about that. But yes, Kyle Gibson's the one that started this. Ian Kennedy is looking better over time. He has a little bit of a home run problem, but he's looking better over time. You can tell we're trying to. You can tell he's trying to put him into the closure situation. But honestly, something that we actually haven't even talked about yet. Archie Bradley has been coming in. Actually, has been dominant pretty much. Yeah. He's been getting in some really important outs. It's someone that I called from the start. He should have been the closer from day one. We should have, when we signed him, we probably told him he would be the closer because he's the most, he just should be. He's the most experienced, and he's done this before. Yeah. But he's finally having that closer role, and he's doing really well since Ranger Suarez is being the opener. We'll see what happens when Zach Eflin comes back and if they want to use Ranger still as an opener, because if he stays an opener, I think Archie should be the closer. I think Ian Kennedy could be a nice setup. And Hector Neris, dude, don't get me wrong. The guy pisses me off. But since July 4th, a game that I went to where he let up like 6 runs in the 9th inning. Do you remember that game against the Braves? Just got completely tore up.
Like I remember you were there too. I was like, sucks.
I was at that game. Yep. Since then, he has a 1.8 ERA. Because he hasn't been the closer. He's been doing setup roles. And he's been good, just like what all of us have always said his entire career. He's not a closer. He's a really good setup man, though. So he's holding it down at the back end of games. He can do that now. Archie Bradley is doing really well. Ian Kennedy is going to get better. He's a good pitcher. He's on a new team. We'll see, but he's going to be better. And once Ranger Suarez gets put back there, that's 4 guys that I'm actually comfortable with. Sam Coonrod's coming back in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. He's been out for a while. Remember how dominant he was in the beginning of the season?
Very.
Coonrod will be coming back. Again, not something I'm too worried about. But with Coonrod, that's again 5 guys that I'm at least pretty confident with. When is the last time you could say that about the Phillies bullpen? I can't even tell you.
Those are some arms that make us look a lot better. Like with Coonrod back too. Even that's something that's going to work out. And Neris has been so much better in a role that requires a lot less pressure, I'll say. I mean, you've seen it in him. He's done a lot better, not under pressure. He likes the little setup role, like 6, 7, whatever inning you need from him. Like that's what we'll do. And going back to Archie Bradley, dude, his last 15 games, he has an ERA of 0.56.
Dude.
Yeah, and that's 16 innings of work, 6 strikeouts, just 1 earned run.
Dude, like that's
you. I'll take that any day from Archie Bradley, especially the way that this year started for him. A lot of people had some mean things to say, but dude, he's picked it up. He has 2.73 ERA this year. He's been a good pitcher. 1.42 WHIP. He's been solid in the bullpen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you said in the last 16 innings, he's allowed 1 earned run. That is dominance. That it's no matter what you say, whether they're killing the ball off of him and they're just not getting out of the park. I don't care what it is, because obviously you see he's only has 6 strikeouts. He's never been a real strikeout pitcher, which is totally fine. You don't need to be a strikeout pitcher if you can get them to just. That's the thing, right? Strikeouts look good. They look a lot better. If someone's leading the league in strikeouts, yes, they're going to look a lot better than the second guy. Exactly. Yeah. But when a guy can have enough movement on a pitch where they're not going to miss, but they're not going to make hard contact either. What's happening with Archie Bradley is it's a lot of ground balls, a lot of easy pop-ups. They're not crushing the ball off him. It's not like they're barreling him up and it's not getting out of the park. That's not what's happening with Archie right now. He's putting really good movement on the ball. He's throwing the fastball at the right time to where they're not expecting it and they're popping it up, or they're getting some choppy ground balls. And again, that is, in my eyes, that is just as good as strikeout pitcher. The only thing is that, yes, they're getting close enough to where maybe they just need a little bit more on the bat to be able to hit it harder. But Archie Bradley's being dominant right now, and it's really cool to see these bullpen guys do it. Like we said before, Ranger Suarez was our bright spot, and then he became the opener. Archie Bradley filled in. Fine. We'll have Archie Bradley be this good then. And I think that's why Joe Girardi made a decision, because Archie was doing good before Suarez or before Suarez moved to the opener spot. And I think that's what Girardi kind of saw. And honestly, I think everyone could be thanking Girardi right now. Like, yo, good idea, because Suarez he's doing really good in his opener roles, 3 shutout innings. And honestly, I think they're going to start moving his time up more. That's my guess. I think that they might even let him go 4 or 5 innings in the next coming games.
Well, he threw 61 pitches, I want to say, this last start. I think it was 61 pitches, and like they had his range at like 45, 50. So like if he could, I guess it just depends on how he's feeling, because obviously it's mostly because he's just used to the bullpen role right now, and you can't really just throw him out there like the everyday starter. But yeah, you're right. I mean, this team just looks a lot different, even bullpen wise. We were like very skeptic on everything bullpen wise, but even with Ranger as an opener, like everything's been okay, and it doesn't hurt that your ace is going 9 innings. So that's awesome for you. But Archie Bradley is exactly what you said. Like, he doesn't allow hard contact. He's not a strikeout guy, but he'll give you ground ball outs. Like yesterday, Zach Wheeler was giving you ground ball after ground ball after ground ball, and he was pairing it with strikeouts. Like if he had less strikeouts, we would think, oh, it was a little less dominant. He had 11 Ks. You look at the Ks and it's like dominance. Like that's just what you think. So yeah, I agree with you on the Archie Bradley point. And something I just found, Corey Seidman tweeted this yesterday, right?
Okay.
Zach Wheeler, it only took him 4 innings yesterday. 4 innings it only took him to throw the most 99+ mile-an-hour pitches in a start in his career. It took him 4 innings to throw the most 99 miles an hour plus pitches in his career in an entire start.
Wow.
He was pumping. He was just throwing gas yesterday. He was all fastballs. He saw what Ian Kennedy was doing against the Mets, pumping fastballs, and he was like, let me one up you 5-6 more miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like it's over.
Dude, and it's crazy because it's this late in the season and he's still able to do this. Like, this isn't normal. Like,
dude, not only the game, 99 in the corner. Like,
only top guys can do this. And again, he hit 99 in the 9th inning when he was 110 pitches in.
Yeah.
Like, he's ridiculous. His entire
imagine paying Garrett Cole when you could pay Zach Wheeler 5 for winning team.
Zach Wheeler's looking a lot better this year.
A lot better. Zach Wheeler's been better than a lot of pitchers this year, and he probably should not have been better than. And
yeah,
here we are.
Here we are, baby. And man, I don't know if you got any more left on the table, but I think that's all I really got with me.
I think that's all I got. Dude, Phillies are the hottest team in baseball, 8 straight. Sweeping the Mets, sweeping the Nationals. Hopefully take something from the Dodgers. Everything's looking up. The Mets are garbage. That's pretty much where I want to end on. The Mets are
Yeah.
garbage. Exactly. Bryce for MVP.
Yup.
Fill those fucking seats in CVP. Let's keep it rocking.
We need it.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Big series coming up. Another episode of Diamond Talk has been done. Keep on going. Thursday, we're gonna have a nice post game show. We will have someone. I promise we'll find someone else to get on the show too, just to get more perspectives after this Dodgers series. So we'll find someone. It'll be a really good show. Depending on when the game ends, it'll be right after. Game starts at 1:05. Usually ends around 4:05 ish. So maybe around 4:30. But again, we'll see what happens with extra innings and everything. Whenever the game ends, Diamond Talk will be on air, and it's going to be a damn good show. So make sure everyone tunes in. We have some really special guests coming on in the future. I don't want to give up too much, but we got one of Philly's minor league players joining the show pretty soon. We're not going to announce who yet, but as you go on going, he was drafted by the Phillies too, just a couple years back. It's a minor league player, and it's going to be very exciting to have him on the show. We'll let you know right when we get the exact time. But so we have some really, really big guys coming on. And is that all you got, George?
That's all I got for today. Go Phillies.
Yeah, go Phillies, baby. All right, everyone have a good one.